So what is a battle belt? Well, a battle belt is a piece of kit that can be used as either a standalone system or as a complement to a plate carrier or IOTV or any sort of load-bearing vest. Most contemporary battle belts nowadays sport MOLLE that can be used to mount whatever pouches and or gear that somebody might need, and it's a great way of distributing weight across a person's body. Now, the battle belt that I'm currently using is the Eagle Industries Operator Gun Belt. It's a two-piece belt system, so the inner layer goes through my belt loops, and it's made of hook Velcro with a little piece of loop inside. So when I finish looping it through, I can just simply secure it like this, and it'll stay that way. The outer belt is where all the goodies are. Again, it secures to the inner belt and is held in place with just a simple strip of loop Velcro inside, and it secures in the front with a Cobra buckle. Now, my battle belt setup is built the way that I want it to be. Of course, all of this is subject to change in the near future. But anyways, let's get right into it. So, to start off with, I have a little carabiner here. I use this to hang gloves and whatnot. Mostly gloves. I never really hang chem lights or use chem lights, but sometimes I'll hang one of the two there. Moving back, I use S-Tac Kiwis for mag pouches. They're the perfect blend of speed and retention. They're just a simple nylon pouch with a little Kydex wedge insert that holds whatever you put in them in place, most of the time. Now, the first two are pistol mag pouches. I use one to carry a pistol mag and or a multi-tool, because who knows whenever you're going to need a quick fix on the range or in the field. And the rear one, I have a AR mag, which I have angled backwards, as you can see, because when I'm usually reloading, it just feels natural to drop my hand back there, reach in, pull the mag out, insert it into the mag well without having to do any freaky things with my wrist or hand twisting like that. Behind the magazine pouch, I have a Blue Force Gear dump pouch. Now, I originally had misgivings about dump pouches. I thought they were big and I thought they took up unnecessary space. But the Blue Force Gear dump pouch is a excellent exception to it. Now, the little pull tab here, if I need the dump pouch, I can just pull on it, and there you have it. You got a nice little pouch that can hold whatever you want, your energy drinks, your do-rags, maybe your nods, binoculars, all that sort of stuff. And when I don't need it, it just simply folds into a little 2x2 square of MOLLE, so it doesn't take up much space and extremely light. Now, here's where the controversy might begin. Again, it's all shooter's preference the way I have this set up, so obviously this is my way, and I like it where it's at. So I have the Blue Force Gear 10-speed horizontal magazine pouch, and what I use this for mainly is prone reload, so I don't have to do anything with the magazines that are usually in my placard on my chest or on my hip. I can just reach back there, pull the magazine out, and yada yada yada. Now, if I need to get into a vehicle, I can just take the mag out, stuff it into one of my other pouches, and it just collapses into this little elastic rectangle, and there's no real discomfort that comes from it. Now, here I have my issue canteen pouch. No surprise about that. There's nothing really special about it. Now, I am not issued a pistol due to my position in the unit, but I do a fair share of airsofting and recreational shooting on the side, so I thought I'd just include the holster platform. So what I'm using currently is a Safariland 6360. It's the gold standard in level 3 retention holsters now, relying on both the SLS hood and the ALS locking system to keep a handgun in place. More on the holsters later. I might do another video where I just go over holsters specifically, so stay tuned for that. It's secured via the quick locking system, or QLS platform, which is just a little fork and plate that you can slide in, and you can swap out holsters or just take it off entirely whenever you don't need it. And it sits on a Safariland mid-ride platform and is secured to my leg with a T-Rex Arms thigh strap, because I do not like having the holster flare out, so I figured it's nicer to keep it tucked in close to your body. Now, in the front, I just have a simple tourniquet secured with shock cord. This is about the only piece of first aid that I'll ever carry on a belt, and I keep the time strap facing away from my nether region because I learned the hard way that it hurts if you take contact and you dive to the ground and the time strap's just there. So that's the belt setup. Obviously, everybody's going to have it set up differently because of what they do for a living. Many police officers need something for their OC spray or handcuffs or maybe even their taser. The belt itself, for me, is subject to change. I like the setup the way it is, but I'll probably do an updated video on it in the future. The best advice I can give you is get out there and find what works for you. Get into belt setups. I know that it's a costly hobby, and you're probably going to go through a very large amount of kit before you decide on what works for you. But it doesn't hurt to try, buy once, cry once, or whatever mantra you live by. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Roll it.